It's Tour Tuesday.
And the fall market starts
Today.
Today.
So if you have been thinking about listing your home and you have not had somebody come out, I mean us, and come and price your home for you, or at least give you an idea of where it sits, and you do want to list it, get going.
Yeah.
Because the fall market starts, it begins like that because the kids are back to school, and it will go on for the next few months. And if you don't have your price listed and on the market, you stand a chance of missing out on the second busiest market of the year.
So the conversation that I've had with many of you over the last couple of weeks are, don't worry about it, fall market doesn't start till after Labor Day. And that conversation is different now. So anybody I talk to now, it's going to be more of an urgency.
Yep.
And where I say, actually, if you're thinking of listing, now is the time to do it, any day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, up to this point, it's kind of an odd market. Like, it's an odd, fall market's odd, right? Because it's slow right until the very end of August.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally the kids go back to school, boom, market starts.
And
Crookston is up.
1585 we listed over the weekend.
Yeah.
1585 Crookston Road.
Big home.
Big home, century home. You may have heard us talk about it earlier in the year. The buyers did not close.
Yes.
Not our buyers, they were out of town.
Not our buyers, but again, financing.
There's been a few issues this time period over the summer where the spring market was so crazy, people removed their financing, and this had a condition on financing, and they removed it when they may or may not have, were supposed to. We don't know the details on this. It wasn't our client, but it was our seller.
It was our seller,
so it impacted them. So now we're having to get their home sold. So it's a beautiful century home. Many updates with the mechanicals as well as cosmetic. And there's actually 10 bedrooms if needed, or you can use some for offices and all that. There's 4 bathrooms. It's a stunning century home. It is online now, so you can see it on MLS.
Video is on the website too.
Yeah. It's up on our site too, TaraLyons.ca. It's a beautiful home.
Yeah, it is a beautiful home.
Mm-hmm.
It's and the upstairs has been all redone. Like, it's really beautiful.
The floors have all been refinished on the main level. The hardwood floors, just gorgeous.
So if you're looking for a century home with a little bit of privacy and a little bit of land,
lots of character,
and
income potential, or more importantly, your in-laws. There's 2 in-law suites with this place.
Yeah.
So they're not apartments, but they are in-laws, and they each have their own entrances and on main level, and their own bathrooms.
Lots of room for the family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a great home. So we have lots going on this week. We have training, we have courses, we have a busy week in that respect, and clients coming in from out of town.
Clients coming in, and you're working with a lot of buyers right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find them the place, right?
I know, sellers are hard to come by. It's a seller's market still. So and we've got our meeting this morning.
Yeah, we've got our meeting this morning. Market report should be out soon. I just received our last changes to it yesterday for me to be able to go over and review. Our beautiful and wonderful assistant, Essie.
We love Essie.
Was putting it together for me. So
thank you, Essie.
Thank you, Essie. So I'll take a look at that and see how it is, and hopefully be able to get that out to you for next Tour Tuesday. Yay! So it might be the special market report edition next Tuesday.
Yeah, so we're about to head into our meeting, so we'll probably have more to chat about after that.
That's right. So we heard some neat stats.
Okay, the coolest one. I shouldn't say coolest. The one that was what we knew but didn't want to believe is listings.
Oh yeah.
In 2015,
yeah.
In July, we don't have our August stats yet. In July, we had approximately 1,700 listings in our board.
Count them.
Properties listed.
1,700.
In July of 2016, we had 1,100.
1,100.
In July of 2017, just 5 weeks ago, we had 750.
So if you have been struggling to find a house,
that would be why.
that would be why.
If you are even partly on the fence of wanting to sell, please get your home listed, because it is still that seller's market.
Yeah, like now's the time to sell. If you're thinking about selling, now is the time to sell.
The other thing too, interest rates, I know we talk about them pretty much every week. You can't turn here. They are on the rise.
Yes.
Scotiabank is increasing theirs today. We don't know to what yet. We haven't heard the numbers yet. They'll be out by the time you see this, so you can just go online and check.
Just go online and check, yeah.
But interest rates are raising today.
And that's not a surprise. We kind of expected that would be happening, but they're still trying to cool the market down in the larger centers, and because of that, they're picking up interest rates again.
Interest rates are still phenomenal, but just be aware of it, because if you can get in today or tomorrow before they do rise, then you can get locked in for up to 120 days.
Yeah.
With that low interest rate.
Yeah. So yeah, and if you're thinking about, again, they might have gone up by the time you see this. So we'll try and get something out today so that people know. But if you can get to your bank, if they haven't jumped them up yet, get to your bank and at least talk to your broker or talk to our mortgage broker.
Because they're probably going to go up again.
Yeah, and you can at least get yourself locked in.
If you need us to refer you to someone, we can do that.
Yeah.
We work with all the banks, and we've got great mortgage brokers too.
Mortgage brokers as well. But a lot of people don't realize that at least if you're thinking about buying, even if you're not sure,
it doesn't cost you anything.
It doesn't cost you anything, and you get the rate locked in before, for at least 120 days in most cases, which that's 4 months.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Bernie.
That way.
I'm going this way.
Okay.
I'm going this way. So anyway, interest rates are going up. Try and get them locked in. No listings.
No listings.
No listings out there, or at least very few in comparison to before.
Yes, the average sale price has come down from April of this year. April of this year was around an average of 262. Sorry, 262. And now it's for July was around 241.
We saw that anyway in our last market report, right? We had already reported that in our last market report, so that wasn't a surprise to us.
Nice to have reassurance from your broker.
Yes. Well, they're pulling the same stats as us, so.
Yeah, exactly. We just did it sooner. You're going straight.
That's right. We just did it sooner. What else? I think that was it, right?
That's about it.
Okay, well, if anything else comes up, we'll come back on. Meantime, Tuesday.
Sweet TaraLyons.